be too hard on yourself if you keep accidentally selecting the selection tool. It's a hard habit to break. So you will find the perspective grid a little bit awkward to begin with, but just persevere with it, and I promise you'll love it. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the perspective selection tool, and we're going to select this piece of artwork here. Now, if I was just to drag it into my composition, you'll notice nothing's happening. I need to actually select an active grid. So I'm selecting the orange part of the cube as my grid. And now when I hover over this, I get a little arrow indicating the fact that I can now drop that into my perspective grid. Now, the only thing is that gets rid of the artwork, and I need it for this side of the building. So I'm going to undo that. And when you drag it, if you hold down the Alt key, just like in regular drawing, you create a copy. And we'll place that into perspective. And if I adjust it using the selection tool, the perspective selection tool, I can make a change to it. I can adjust the size, and however I adjust it, it will remain in perspective. Now, if I was to adjust it using the regular selection tool, it goes way out of perspective and I lose all sense of perspective. So don't use the selection tool. If you do, don't be too hard on yourself. Just undo and go back to the step before. Now I'm going to bring this side of the building in. Now, if I was just to drag it in, holding down Alt again as I drag, it will place it into the same perspective as this one. So it looks as if it's just sitting behind it. So instead of doing that, what I'm going to do is click on this plane, and that makes the blue plane active. So when I hold down the Alt key and drag this time, it's going to place that into the blue plane, and I can snap it using